Do you ever feel like you're working way harder in Logic Pro than you should be? Or have you ever watched somebody work in Logic Pro so fast and thought, wait, how are they doing that? Or have you ever wondered if there are hidden features in Logic Pro? There are. Let me show you them. So most Logic Pro users lose hours every single session because they don't know these hidden features. Today I'm going to show you them, and with each trick it gets better and better and better, and I'm going to save the craziest ones for last. So let's jump right into it. If you like experimenting with your arrangements, this first tip is clutch. Most people will mute or delete regions just to test transitions or arrangements, and that takes so much time. Here's how you do it in literally 2 clicks. All you have to do is highlight the section you want to skip with the cycle bar. Let's say I want to skip marker 3. I'm just going to loop that section, and then I'm just going to command click on it so it gets inverted like this, and watch what happens. It just totally skipped that section. And then if you want to keep it, all you have to do is press command click to uninvert it, and then just turn off the cycle bar. I've been staring at the patterns on my ceiling. Okay, but we're just getting started. This next tip is a really fun way to create effects or transitions. But first I want to get you set up properly. If you press command comma, this will open up settings. I want to go to general and then to editing, and I want to enable fade tool click zones. So when this is enabled, you can actually just hover over the beginning or end of an audio clip, and then you can just kind of drag it in, hold and drag to create a fade in, or a fade out. Now, here's the really cool trick. If you right click on it or press control click, you can add a slow down or a speed up. And this sounds really cool. Check it out. But I really like it as a fade out into the next part of my song. That's gonna cure me. I won't admit it, but I've been watching you. Pretty fun. Okay, let's level up with the next trick. If you've ever tried to pan something, but it didn't sound right, this could be why. I like to press Command 2 to open up the mixer in another window. And if I've tried to pan these shakers, basically what it's doing is just turning down the volume of one of the channels, which could be fine, but if you want a true pan, what you can do is press control click and select stereo pan. And now you can go through and actually pinpoint the sound. And if you hold on it and then drag it down or up, you can actually make the sound wider or more narrow. So if you want to make it more narrow, you can leave it there, and then you can rotate it around. Let's say I want to put it here. So now you can see it put the left channel and the right channel closer together instead of turning one of the channels down. Now you want to be a little bit careful with this, because if you do this too much, you could have some phasing issues. So it really just depends on your track. Another thing cool you can do with this is if you press command click, it will actually turn it orange, and it'll flip your left channel to your right channel and your right channel to your left channel. So that could be really cool depending on your song. All right, let's keep the spicy tips coming. So did you know there's actually some secret mastering presets? All you have to do is go down to settings and then go to app presets. And there's actually some mastering chains here. Like, I kind of like this hip hop one. Come cure me. But you can go through and actually check out some of these other ones. There are also some secret mastering plugins over here that a lot of people don't know about. Come cure me. Come and adore me. Pretty cool. If you want to very quickly make your track more colorful, something you can do is press command comma, go over to view, go over to track, and then select track color. Now you can go through and decide if you want auto assign 24 colors or auto assign 96 colors. I like 96 colors. So now when I add more tracks to my song, it will automatically color code them. As you can see, each track is a different color. So I really like that. So not all of the tracks are the same color unless you want them to be. Sometimes I like to color code all of my synths this blue, so that's why it looks like that. But this is pretty cool if you want to automatically color code your tracks. And I like having a rainbow connection on my Logic project. Pretty. Okay, this next trick is a really fun way to quickly spice up block chords. So let's see if I have some in this track. Here's what these sound like. And let's say I want to quickly spice these up. What I can do is go over here to Q Flam and I can mess around with plus ticks or minus ticks. So let's try some plus ticks and basically it'll just kind of spread them out. So here's what they sound like. And if I wanted to go the other way, we can just go like that. And now let's hear how they sound. Really pretty. Okay, so this next trick gives your drums that instant trap feel, and it's so quick and it's so easy to do. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna find a hi-hat you like. Okay, so I just pulled up one from Splice, and now what I can do is I can just drag it over here, and I can do quick sampler optimized. Now I can play it on my MIDI controller. Or I can press P, go to step sequencer, and I can create a rhythm. And this is how I can create those trap pads. I can go note repeat, and now here's what happens. So that's pretty fun. Another really cool thing that you can do with loops is, let's say I really like the feel of this loop. So I can go over to quantize and I can say make groove template. And now I can actually quantize these other tracks to that audio clip. So I can go over to this one and then I can go quantize and then I can quantize to that. And it tightened it up. Check it out. Pretty cool. Now let's say I want to create my own rhythm from this drum loop. And a really fun way to do that is to take this drum loop and drag it over here and select Drum Machine Designer. Now it put each of those transients on its own little box. So I can actually play it out. It's a little bit more dramatic if I find a drum groove, maybe with like hats and snares. Let me just find one for you. Okay, let's take something like this, drag it over here, Drum Machine Designer, that's okay. Creating my Drum Machine Designer. I'm just playing it right here. Pretty cool. I love that trick. Okay, this next trick is so helpful when you're editing vocals. Like, let's say I want to very quickly crop some of these vocals. Like, I don't need this beginning or this end. So I'm gonna highlight what I wanna keep with the marquee. So I wanna highlight that, and everything else I wanna cut out. So all I'm gonna do is press Command / and bam, it crops it all out. And this works with MIDI too. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna highlight some of this part with the marquee tool, and I wanna crop it. So I'm gonna press Command / split, and bam, cropped it all for me. How cool is that? Now, let's say I want to quickly merge all of these backing tracks together onto their own track. What I'm going to do is press Command J, and then I could do a very quick mix down of the region. I could do this in stereo or mono. I'm going to do stereo, and bam, now here they all are. And I just did Command Z to undo. You can also do that with MIDI. All I'm gonna do is press Command J and bam, bounced it all together, and now they're all on one track. Another really cool thing to do, let's say I did wanna do Command J and I wanted to just very quickly bounce this audio. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this, put it onto my desktop, and it just very quickly bounced that region into audio. How cool is that? Okay, you can also do with audio. Just take this, drag it over here, and bam, here it is. I've been staring at the patterns on my ceiling. Okay, this next trick is so cool that if you don't tell your friend about this, you're basically a bad friend. So let's say you get a sample and you want to know the exact tempo of it. All you have to do is highlight the audio region, then press Command Option T. This window pops up and it says the exact tempo. And then you have all these other options here to mess around with. Okay, and the last trick, which is so awesome, it's one of my favorite tricks to align vocals and make things sound super tight, is this one. So I'm going to go over to my main vocal harmony and I'm going to press Option T. This window will pop up and then I'm going to select Groove Track. And now what happens is if I hover over here, this star will appear. So I'm going to select this as the main one. And I want all of these other background vocals to align with that one. And this is super subtle, but it's going to align everything to that groove. So let's hear it. So that is a really cool way to align vocals. You can also do that with drums. Let's say I want to very quickly align everything to these drums. I can press this as the star. I'll have to unstar this, and then I could press this as the star, and then I could check off all of these to align with that. So really cool trick. If this made Logic Pro easier or more fun for you, please hit subscribe. I make these videos every week to help you create music faster. And if you want to go deeper, my Ultimate Logic Pro bundle is 50% off for Cyber Monday, the lowest price of the year. You'll get my full Logic Pro crash course and ebook with over 350 quick Logic Pro tips split up in 18 sections that include video guide. You will get free updates, meaning whenever Logic Pro updates, I'll update the book for free and the videos and send them out to you. You'll also get the Logic Pro wallpaper bundle with over 180 key commands on your desktop and 4 fully stocked Logic Pro song starters with stock Logic vocal chains. So what are you waiting for? Happy holidays. Thank you for watching, and I'll link one of my other favorite Logic Pro videos on the corner somewhere. Bye!